I'm challenging you right here, right now. And I got a few names specifically that I want to challenge you to. I challenge you to 1, beat me to my 10 million subscriber goal in 5 years, or to do more than 10 million in 5 years.
20 minutes later.
Andrew, I challenge you, man. I want you to either beat me to 10 million or past 10 million in the next 5 years. And accept the challenge. If you don't, I'm still gonna challenge you. Like, I'm still gonna be like, you're the guy, because I called you out all over the internet for all the world to see. You're the guy who I am challenging to beat me in this race.
4 to 6 weeks later.
First off, thank you, Cam, for shouting out for my channel. Thank you for always being a major supporter of it and for helping me out with my earlier short films. If you don't know my friend Cam, he was an actor in my first short film. I didn't want to post it at first, so I sat on it for about 3 months, and then he got on me for it, and then I posted it. From then on, I just started making more short films, and his support was always there. In 5 years, I'll be 24. Ugh, I feel old. Ultimately, this channel is supposed to serve as a launch pad for me to work in feature films. So I accept your challenge, but the main goal of this channel isn't really to get 10 million subs. It's to show people what I can do and eventually land a job with that. That's my main goal. From that little overview of my own work, I kind of want to give you some advice for you, because you're in high school, and for your channel.
School is my first job, okay? After I'm done with school, then I get a job. When I get a job, I get money. Now what comes with money is equipment. I can have better equipment, like gimbals and stabilizers and lights and new cameras. Like I just said, like, I can make my quality of work better with money, along with having some new gear to show off to the ladies, if you know what I'm saying.
Always be improving, always be working. Get a job as soon as you can work, and just keep going at it. Don't get gas. Gas, or gear acquisition syndrome, is something I had really badly when I was about 18. And it's where you want to buy every single piece of equipment, which isn't always a good idea. In fact, I buy a lot less equipment now than I used to. Always consider the price of each piece of equipment you get, how much you actually know how to use it, and whether or not you can rent it beforehand, because you don't want to spend $500 on a gimbal that you don't really like because it takes 15 minutes to stabilize. I bought a Steadicam for 60 bucks. I never used it because a monopod does the job just fine, and also because Steadicams take so long to stabilize. You also don't want to waste your time chasing things that aren't really important, buying things that don't really do anything for you, like shoes or clothes, and just being frivolous with your time and money, when if you value it, you'll go pretty far.
When it comes to school, I want to read out on the internet how bad my grades are. Hopefully you guys, and look, I'm asking you guys, for anybody who watches, friend, foe, family, I don't care, go down in the comments, please, and shame me about how bad my grades are, okay?
First thing I want to say is, yes, you should get your grades up. High school is really a place for you to manage your time, and you really want to learn that skill then rather than now. I really wish I was better at scheduling my time, but unfortunately, I still haven't really gotten that down, and I wish I got that skill down earlier. I'm not a huge fan of you telling people to trash you for your bad grades. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, and I get what you're saying, but the main reason why I don't like that is the extrinsic motivation. Because you have to prove to yourself that you're going to get this done. You don't have to have people bash you for what you're doing, because when you're in the creative field, there will be several moments where everyone's questioning you, and you have to do what you know you want to do in order to prove it to yourself. That gets you through the really hard parts.
Math sucks, okay? It sucks so much. Nobody likes it. Nobody has ever liked it. Okay, that's not true. Mathematicians like it, but they're weird. Okay, you and I, Miranda, we're regular people. Okay, Brian? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Brian, and Andrew in the back. Yeah, we're regular people, okay? We don't like math. Most people don't.
My math skills are a lot worse than they used to be. My mom was very right about that girls will get better at math as they age, and guys get better at writing as they age. Definitely get good at English and writing. I really like to write, and it's really important for this field.
The next big step would be to move to LA. Now, LA, California, that is probably my dream place.
You're living in Georgia right now, which is a huge place for movies because Georgia has such high tax cuts. Try to find work wherever you can. Try to find PA work, unpaid work, internships, whatever you can in order to get into the field. If you just want to stay with YouTube, that's okay. But, I mean, being there won't hurt what you're trying to do, just trying to learn about the process. Take advantage of the landscapes you have, the friends you have, the people around you who are the most enthusiastic to work and collaborate with you. Always try to find something to grow with, something to grow upon, and something to capitalize on. Make no excuses. I meet people who have everything: location, gear, actors, resources, credentials, a captive audience. They have everything to make something that I can only dream of making. However, what they do is they just make excuses as to why they can't do it. From that experience, it's really important that you do not get into the trap of self-pity. Don't ever feel like you can't make videos. Don't ever feel like you can't make these projects happen because of this or that. High school will be hard, but just because you're in high school doesn't mean you'll make more videos when you're out of high school. If you put time aside for making videos, you'll make videos. If you really want to make videos, you'll make it a priority. You won't let an excuse get in the way of you making great content. It's just so easy to fall into a trap of feeling like it's not your fault, when in reality, that opportunity is always there for you. If you have access to a pool, make a short in a pool. If you have access to a house, do something funny in a house. Just think about what you can do, not what you can't do. Always think about the people like in Uganda who make videos and movies from almost nothing. Imagine how much more resources you have compared to what they have.
What I'd like to do is have a whole bunch of YouTuber friends and we all get in a big $1 million house and we all live there making content.
Don't fall into the trap of being in a bubble. It happens very often, and for that reason I would say I wouldn't recommend you going into a YouTube house, because you might end up in a cycle of mediocrity from all the people you work with, which happens every now and then.
There are a few people in my school who have come up to me and been like, "Hey, Cam, I really like your YouTube videos, keep doing them, they're really dope." And I'm like, yo, after all this insecurity in my head, the quality's not good enough, audio's not good enough, people don't really like them, you barely have 100 subscribers, random people come up to me I don't know, liking my stuff, that makes me feel amazing. So for you guys who do that, and for any of you friends or people I know who do post and I don't even see it or I don't even know about me, thank you so much.
It also seems to me like you're in a bubble in high school. I feel like that because I was in a bubble too. In fact, I wanted to make videos from when I was as early as 14, but I didn't really do it until I was 17. And looking back, it was because most of my friends stopped spending time with me. I started to get lonely, so I started making my own content. So think about that. Consider the bubble you're in. Consider the influences around you. Consider what everyone around you wants you to do, and think about what you want to do and how to get around that. That'll help you in your challenge, and that'll help you personally as you grow. Anyways, I gotta run to work, but I just really wanted to share my thoughts and my response to your video. I hope you can learn from what I've learned. Hope you don't make the same mistakes as me, and you know how to reach me in case you have questions. Always keep learning, always keep reading, keep applying yourself, and always focus on self-growth. Don't let yourself stagnate, ever. Don't ever let yourself stagnate. It's really important that you don't. And also think about why you want to be on YouTube and what you want to do. Think about how you can connect with your audiences and why you do it in the first place. It seems like you really want 10 million subs, but you'll have a lot of stuff that comes with that. Are you comfortable with dealing with all that? Just ask yourself questions like so. Remember to keep growing. Remember to stay true to yourself and to keep good values. It's not worth it to have 10 million subs if you have to bash other people to get there, in my opinion. I'd rather have 500 subs and a clear mind than 5 million subs and just feel like a shell of my former self. Thanks for watching.